Okay, I'm back for a third time today. Couple things that I want to cover. So the first thing is I'm going to write more about this, but in my goal to smooth the variance, I'm going to write something up in my Twitter and in the Discord, but I'm going to take many trades with smaller size and shorter profit. Why? Because the goal is to make a lot of money. Okay, actually, the goal is to never have to work a job again, regular job, or run a regular business again. I've done both of these, so that I have freedom of time. Um, it is to have consistent income so that I can budget, plan, and rely on. It would be to um, be able to support family, right? These are sort of what the goals are with trading. Make a lot of money to enjoy finer things in life, such as high quality food, maybe good schooling, maybe travel, afford a nicer place in a better neighborhood, things like this. Okay, so part of this is I don't want to just make a lot of money, but I want to make consistent money. So to make consistent money, I want to compound my edge as much as possible, which means trading frequently, which means trading multiple setups on multiple time frames. It also means having a higher win rate system, which means I'm not going to do partial profit taking most likely, just because that requires more time, but with quicker profit taking and nearer targets. But I can trade breakouts, so like if there's a trend, I can still catch it. Trading both directions, dynamic hedging to protect myself. It also means, what else does it mean? Um, Maybe using smaller size. Those are the main things, but trading frequently, having a higher win rate. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. Now, I'm on paper trading because this is a big change for me from trading very rarely to trading multiple times a day. And I want to get used to and adjust to this. But I think this is going to work better for me because in my journal, I'm writing that I tried a low win rate, high risk reward system, and I find it extra psychologically challenging and stressful because I might have a losing month or not get many trades or not get to participate in moves, or a single error is extremely costly. With a high frequency, high win rate system, single errors matter much less. I can participate in more moves, and I should be able to have smoother equity growth. So it's a big change for me. And I can still trade those old setups, but I will trade additional setups. Inside ladder and breakdowns being the main ones. So I also, yeah, I'm gonna start. I haven't been journaling my paper trades, which I need to do. Rather than go back, which is sort of, I guess I will actually. I kind of wanna start now. Well, I can go back. I could go back to when I started, which was 124. Look how many trades I've taken. 123. I guess I'm going to try to do that after I look at the charts. 120 is when I started. So I started with 99,025. We're going to look at the charts and review a couple things. I need to do this, and I'm making a post in the Discord about variance, so I have a lot of things that I want to do. But first thing I want to do is look at the chart. So on my shorts, I made a mistake here where I saw this trend line and I said, I'm going to go short on a break of this trend line, and my stop's going to be inside of this high, and we're going to aim down here. And it would be running in profit right now. That could be break even. Just aim here for a quick 3R. But I thought, I don't know if I like this that much. Maybe I should just be above this high. And I just got stopped out on that wick, and then it ran in my favor. So this just cements to me, like, I cannot fucking move my stop loss too early. And if I feel uncomfortable, instead of taking it out in my trading, I need to think about why do I feel uncomfortable. Similarly, in my longs, I had a long from here, and I had a breakout long here. And when I looked at the chart, and after this move had happened, I just closed it out at the lows here. I could have waited, driven home, and been able to close out in this range here and gotten a couple additional R. So I made a lot of different errors here, but it doesn't matter because it's paper trading, and also because I'm taking so many trades that the errors shouldn't matter as much anyways. So another thing I want to point out is, and this would have worked great, and this is why I need to increase my trade frequency. So this happens on ETH, and my thinking is, for Bitcoin, there's definitely an inside short I can take. For ETH, I thought, well, there's so much liquidity above still, although this is a failed breakout. I'm actually interested in longing this, but there was an awesome opportunity here for an inside short. Something like this, with my stop just inside this high, with a 1.39% stop loss, and just aiming under this low could be a quick 2R. And I would have gotten a fill, and it would be, how far would it be? Much in our favor now? Just slightly. That's a trade that maybe would have made sense to do. Or actually, I wasn't here paying attention, but see how I had this trend line drawn? I wasn't at home. Otherwise, it could have made sense to, once this low is in and we have this trend line, a break of this low, this would work even better. Stop inside of here, aim here. No, it's not better. It's like the same thing, but here's another way to do it. That as soon as that trend line breaks, we do start to break down. So, yeah, I mean, we might go higher, we might go lower, but those are just a couple things that I'm looking at that I'm interested in. So first we're going to look at the charts, look at the orders we have. So I have longs. I have longs on Bitcoin. I have a couple. I have this fair value gap area down here. And then I also have this area down here. So this is like a retracement to a key area. This is quite risky. This is a sweep into a gap here. If this one doesn't work, I mean, it might make sense to close in there. But yeah, I'm just trying to take many trades. And just any kind of edge is fine. So I'm happy with those. Looks like if a breakout long makes sense. I don't think a breakout long makes sense really in any way right now because we've taken the major liquidity. I really want to see for a breakout long price to do this or price to kind of flag down, but especially after we had a failed breakout long, I'm less interested in that. I am more interested in it in ETH though. ETH, I'm trying a similar long from down here, and I have a breakout long above. Now I think I'm going to move my breakout long down a little bit as time has passed. and say if we take today's high, I think we should go higher. And we should at least go to the highs of the range for a 3R. So this is going to be a stop. And the idea is so many of these little quick trades, I don't need to baby them. I don't need to worry about the stop loss. I don't need to stress out about an individual trade. If we come down here, I can look at longs in this area too. There's no inside longs to take. So yeah, let us move on to the shorts, and then I'm gonna try to log as many of these trades as I can, and then type up my report here. So for Bitcoin, I'm interested in inside ladder short. If we're able to sweep this and come into here, and this is again a reason why I should have done one on ETH and one on Bitcoin. By the way, I wish trading on Bybit was as easy as it was trading on paper trading, where I can just right click. It takes maybe 1 to 2 minutes to enter a position on Bybit compared to 5 seconds on TradingView. So that's annoying, but something I need to live with. So this broke. That might have been worth paying attention to more, waiting for this line. But again, I was out, and this is sort of a lower time frame idea, but could have already just nabbed a couple R on a break of this trend line. But this is also really reinforcing my respect for these trend lines and the value of them. I feel like for lower, I would be interested in either more consolidation or lower for a breakdown short. Down here is probably more interesting. I'm okay with these. The reason I don't have a breakdown short here is because beneath these levels, there is support so nearby that I don't think it really makes sense. If we create a new couple of lows right here, then I could short down to there. That would be, I think, a better thing to do. So I'm going to be satisfied with that and not try to break down short again just yet. Now we have our ETH shorts. I have a short idea from higher. I think I have a Bitcoin short idea from higher too, do I not? I don't. Which maybe I should. I just don't think it will fill, but it would be if we take this high, we leave this high, enter at the edge of this fair value gap, aim for major liquidity down here. Why not? This has some amount of edge. I should take everything that has some amount of edge. The problem that I'm going to run into is not having enough equity to trade all these positions. But initially, because I drew my account down so far, but since I'm only doing small risk, it should be okay. Okay, now we have ETH, and I should be able to grow it relatively quickly. So I have a breakdown short down here. We're saying if we take this low, we should shoot right down here. And I have this short higher, which is a 4-hour fair value gap and a daily fair value gap, which is fine. I'm going to keep that. I had that breakout long, right? I have a breakout long on ETH as well, just to the top here, saying we take this high, we should go up there. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But it's likely, like there's above each of these highs, people are forced to buy. So in theory, I buy early. These people after me are forced to buy, and then I sell to the last forced buyers. And it should happen pretty quickly. Either it works or it doesn't work. Now, let us, go to the ETH shorts. I have short here. Okay, I'm gonna leave this one. This one I might make sense to change it, but I still like it. Like this low goes, we should go lower. But I should pay attention to this trend line. If we come down and bounce, then I can make my breakout short better. Now, I can think about, do I want to add a breakdown, an additional breakdown short? I would say not really. Maybe. I could maybe say if this low goes, we should go down here, probably. I don't really like the risk reward of this trade though. Maybe there's a better version of this on Bitcoin. Not really. I should have held this one from earlier. So I'm just gonna wait, I think. It's like, yeah, I could do a breakdown short like this. And it's just not good enough RR. I still want the RR to be at least 2 to take a trade. Okay. Now let's try to log these trades. So I'm gonna turn on executions to make it easier to find the trade that happened. And then I'm going to pull up the different charts so I can find them. So the first one, if we go to 120, we have a minus 1,000. And then I have all these little commissions, which I'm just not going to mark right now because it's hard to track exactly. I realize it's real, but let me just like subtract. Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. I realize it's imprecise. Okay, minus 1,000 on the 20th. So I need to figure out what it was. Minus $1,000. I'm going to review all these trades on the 20th. Is it going to show me better? Time. I can take off these balances, which will give me, oh, I was hoping it would tell me more. Okay, Binance BTC perp on the 20th. Binance. BTC perp on the 20th. Did I put on show executions? Trading settings. Executions and execution labels on the 20th. Okay, here's the 20th. What went wrong here? Oh, that was an inside ladder short was the loss. First one. Okay. Entry model, inside ladder. Was this an error? I don't know. Oh, this is the first one. We'll do it like this. The inside ladder. It's a loss. What did I not like about this one? It was, nah, it's just fine. Maybe it's a fine trade. Okay, now we have a minus 998. Close short position at, there's another one. Okay, there was another short here, which was, I believe, a, you're going to show the execution. It looks like some kind of a sweep in the gap short. that did not work? Or was it a daily exhaustion that didn't work? Yeah, I think it was a daily exhaustion and sweep into gap. Sweep into gap. Daily exhaust. Another minus 1,000. Another loss. Okay, what happens next? Okay, minus 482. Long position BTC USD.P. On the, I had a losing long on, was it the 23rd? I bought here. Let's go to the 5 minute. This can give me a better idea of what happened. The date was the 23rd that I closed it. Right, 23. Or was it? I thought it said the 23rd. 123. Negative 482. What? Oh, here we are. I'm not sure what I'm missing here, but buy. What? I bought and sold. Okay, this just looks like some kind of error I made. This is a breakout that I bought, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like I bought a breakout and it didn't work. I'm not sure exactly how it was structured. It's just something I need to pay attention to. Breakout. Negative, what was it, 482? Okay. Plus 1653. Long position 1653. And that was BTUSD.P on the 23rd. I closed this one. So also on the 23rd. 23rd, back up. Okay. What happened here? I think I just got stopped out on that one. This was the 23rd. Okay, it looks like I bought here and I sold up here. So what was my entry to buy here? It looked like an inside lateral long. Yeah. Inside ladder. I want to add here also direction. I had short, short, long, long. Okay, now I had a plus 336 for another close long. I believe I'm just going to add 336 to this. I believe this is the same trade, and it actually closed me out as I was trying to do a short. Close short, negative 295. Negative 295. Short, loser. What was it? The date was the, I want to mark the dates on these as well. The first two were on the 20th, and then the next two were on the 23rd. '23. This is who does this? Actually journals their paper trades. Not a lot of people. Okay, now we have on the 24th for negative 295 was closing a short position. So here we are. Let's go look at the 24th. 24th. This shit confusing me. Like, it looks like I sold up here and I bought lower. So how did I have a loss? Unless just looking at this one, I think I might have had a short that doesn't make sense to me because it's saying I closed it on the 24th. Average price was 22884. 22884. Is it BTC USD.P? Yes. BTC 228.22884. 22884. This is confusing me because I don't see a sell at 22884 on the 24th on Bybit. So I don't know what kind of trade setup it is. But I mean, I believe that it happened. It might have been this thing, but it just getting labeled weird. 22884. I'm guessing I tried to short here with the breakdown. So I'm just going to mark it as a breakdown. Let's mark this as a breakdown. Okay, next up. Minus 295, minus 252 on the 25th. Minus 252 on the 25th. Wait. Okay, 125, 23. Days between entry. It's going to be interesting. Why did it say 3 days here? Shouldn't be a date here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so negative 2252 on the 25th on the Binance perp. On Binance perp on the 25th. Looks like I sold here and bought here. Oh yeah, this is the breakout that I just mismanaged. So yeah, should have taken profit on this. right? This is the one on the 25th. Everything so far has been Bitcoin, actually. Breakdown, short. Okay, let me mark. This one is the first one that I think there was clearly an error here. Didn't take profit after breakdown. Failed installed after breakdown installed. So we'll say minus 1R here. I don't care about day of the week. I don't care about disbursement. I don't care about days held right now. Okay. Then we have our ETH, which was a on the 25th. Bybit ETH.p on the 25th was. I feel like I'm missing closed. No, I guess not. Okay, on the 25th, this was my breakdown short, right? Short position on the 25th. That was this one, 25th. I'm just gonna say the 24th for ease. Was 1157. Breakdown short 57. I haven't really got anywhere, but it's okay. Okay, then I have a plus 900 for an ETH long. I don't know why this one closed. This was a inside ladder. ETH 125, 23. It's an inside ladder long. What was it? $1,000? $900. 909. Why would this not work? Yeah. Okay. And now we have a plus 608 for closing. Bitcoin long. 618, which was a combination of inside ladder and breakout, actually. I'll just say inside ladder because that was most of the profit here. 600. 618. Okay, yeah, price is coming down. I mean, it's interesting, yeah, how psychologically, like, I felt fear and I advanced my stop just a tiny bit and I got nicked out. And it was only a 1 minute candle that got me. And it hurts me like it was real money, even though it's not. Like, literally, the setup was, it was this. And then I changed it to this, something like this. And yeah, it was a great setup, honestly. Like, it was a good setup. But yeah, it's okay. Because the beauty of this is I'm making so many trades, I don't have to care. There's going to be more trades. And then I have a negative. What? There's three, four. Oh, why am I so far back? Account history. Oh. close long position, and then we have, I think there's a loss that comes after 25th. Have that, and then I have a negative 861. Okay, for a breakdown chart, which is an error. BTC 125.23. BTC 25.23 was loss, was a breakdown short. Error, what was that I made? Negative 861. This one, okay, number of errors. I already have direction, I can take this off. Okay, so this inside lateral long, this was like a -7 error. Didn't close, didn't set target for top of range. These ones, ETH, similarly, just gonna say date traded. This one, two didn't close. Just a long time. Uncomfortable. And advance my stop loss. It was a negative. And then there's also, there was a loss on ETH somewhere in here. I thought there should have been one of the first trades. Not showing it in here, but all right, well that's done. So I'm slight positive expectancy, but okay. No, I need to think about errors on previous ones. I would say on the breakdown as well. On the breakdown, ETH breakdown. Wasn't a 7R. This is wrong. Should be like this. I would also say this one is a -1R. Take profit after entry, long entry, signal. Breakdown short. Was there an error on that? Not necessarily. Breakdown. This just doesn't feel accurate. There was a breakout long on ETH that made me money that I didn't see any evidence of, and there was a breakdown as well. Although the equity curve is slightly off, so this doesn't make sense to me. But this is why there's going to be errors when I'm sort of going back and doing this. I would say an inside ladder should have been -1R. Should have waited for weakness and trend. And then for Bitcoin as well, -1R. Same error. I think this breakout long was probably fine, maybe. Should have taken some profit. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying I'm doing the hard work, that goes to the length. Journaling, the paper trading. This is the tedious journaling, reviewing. This is the tedious stuff. Skip. Anyways, after 5 days, successfully producing a lot more trade opportunities. With positive expectancy, round trip 10R plus. Most common error I'm experiencing. Sample is closing too early. It's taking profit, getting is setting targets too far, not advancing stop, round tripping trades. I'm trading with such high frequency. It makes more sense to be satisfied with 2 to 5R measured. So those angles. Does that make sense now that we bounced here to do an inside ladder, another inside ladder short? Just target this wick. Saying if this breaks, don't really love it. It would be, I'm not going to be here for it, but it would be much better if it did this. And I could do something tighter. So I'm just going to skip that. Okay. Let's go to Discord, where I'm going to share this as well. Journaling and reviewing paper trading from the last 5 days. Successfully increased trading frequency significantly. and have positive expectancy, but have made a lot of errors that makes me want to continue paper trading. Successfully increase trading frequency significantly without increasing my workload that much. Probably did increase it somewhat. Have positive expectancy so far, but I made a lot of errors. It makes me want to continue paper trading. So I flush those out. The most common error, common costly error here being not closing out trades at obvious targets, or being not taking profit at obvious levels, or reversals start to form. Tripped 10R doing this previously with my other system made sense to hold the much bigger targets. But I'm taking 2+ entries a day. Should be happy to get a couple 2R from them. Let's say 2 to 5R from them. Okay, now I'm gonna write one thread on variance smoothing, and I'm gonna call it a day. It's 10:09, so perfect. It's about time for bed. Some more thoughts on smoothing variance, on, let's say, controlling variance to smooth equity curve trading, comparing parallels from controlling variance, professional. Goal there was to make enough money to not have to work a real job, be qualified for every major event, travel to every major event, see all your friends. We're doing the same thing. There were many layers to variance control. First is in individual games. You would do different things to try to make yourself more like, try to reduce the possibility of bad luck. The number of decisions to reduce the possibility of bad luck and increase the possibility of good luck. It's also in-game hedging, where if you have a large advantage, play more conservatively, cannot give back your lead. If you are far behind, you take additional risks, a chance to get back in the game. Specifically, you have to finish in the top of 0.5% to 2%. Several major events here, which is typically top 5% of many events over a year. Doing the latter usually requires a 13 round tournament, then 13 wins and 2 losses. Run a 16-round tournament and spin 4 losses. Have 1 or 2 more losses. Second, we have a deck selection, which is similar to system selection. Most steady pros wanted decks that are extremely consistent at doing the same thing. What? Something. Sorry, I got distracted. Some strategies. This. Within deck selection, you have card selection. Typically, you wanted right mix of cards, also specific cards that would smooth your draws and getting back to that. So, to prevent fire events. Third, you have tournament redundancy, where they then as many tournaments as possible to give themselves as many shots to win as possible. By taking as many trades as we can. Yeah, but which have some kind of navigate statistical edge. Fourth, we have multiple streams of income outside of tournament prizes, such as content, such as sponsored content, streams, or coaching. This way, if you have a drought in prize winnings, it's still life. Those are the main ways I think. Okay, in the game, in the deck, going to more tournaments, and then yeah. Back to trading. The goal for most of us in trading is to never have to go back to a normal job. To have freedom of time. to be able to support family and to enjoy the finer things in life and to have money to improve quality of life. Discretionary money. More specifically, we want consistent income. We want to make a lot of money, to have consistent income, to have minimal drawdown, and to do it in less time with more flexibility than a job would take. Specifically, in a trading system, it makes sense in a trading system. Now, in a trading system, it makes sense to trade as frequently as possible with a high win rate system. A trading system to achieve these goals makes sense to me to try to trade as frequently as possible with a high win rate. Small risk. This creates this compounding that's steadily upward equity curve that can give you relative large wealth, but also does so consistently so you can budget. This is my focus now. Just make a lot of money. It's my focus. Okay. It also makes sense to have multiple streams of income, such as running a trading education service. That depends how much time sacrifice, experience, running a business, right? Time intensive, go against different equal, but it's a reasonable thing to do. I agree. It's control. Okay, I would call that deep work. What do you guys think? I think someone was asking me for the document, but they did not tag me. That is kind of funny. Like these EMAs, the Aldra bands. Parabolic curve. Yeah. Some more thoughts on reducing variance equity trading system. To my time as a hey Doug. Copy of my system here. I feel like I have improved considerably in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it's just what it takes. Still losing. Going with the link. That would have been a good little scalp short, but I'm retarded. I feel like it might make sense to just try this. Stop in here. Say, let's go for a 2R. Do I think this has some kind of an edge to it? Yes, I do think so. Let's say if we break lower, I'd like to be in that move. Just close at this wick right here for 2R. Instead of a stop. Wait, what happened? I screwed it up. I meant to do it as a sell stop, but I did it as a limit. Just market entered. Oh well, if it's a loss, it's a loss. I need to live with these. It's probably going to fill anyways. It would have filled anyways. We've already, whatever. Let's move on. Let's go to bed. Let's upload this.